Welcome to our topic today. Today we're going to start talking about types of bonds, and there are two types of bonds. The first type of bond is like ionic bonding, and we kind of went over this in class. Ionic bonds occur between metals and nonmetals. This is a very important distinction here, or metals and polyatomic ions. When we talk about chemical bonds, what we're talking about are two things are strongly attracted to each other. Remember, atoms aren't just letters floating around in space. They're atoms, all right? They're made of mostly empty space. They have a very small nucleus. So when we talk about these, what it means is that somehow two atoms are very strongly attracted to each other. In ionic bonding, it's pretty easy. We have oppositely charged ions attracting each other. So in the case of sodium chloride, sodium's +1, chlorine's -1, there's a strong attractive force there, and so it sticks them together. We're going to be covering this in the next section. Right now we want to focus on covalent bonding. Covalent bonding is the sharing of electrons. We've talked about this. A single bond, each atom puts in one electron, two of them are shared. Double bond, there's 4 shared, and triple bond, there's 6 shared. Here, we have to break up covalent bonds. Well, first of all, covalent bonds occur between a nonmetal and a nonmetal. Semimetals are included in that list. But we need to talk about electronegativity, all right? Because in the next video, I'm going to talk about the two types of covalent bonds that there are. Electronegativity dictates which bond we're talking about. Essentially, when you have a covalent bond and two atoms are sharing those 2 electrons, electronegativity governs how strongly an atom is pulling those 2 electrons towards itself. So you can have perfectly even sharing, or you can have sharing where one atom is pulling those electrons towards itself, so you get some uneven sharing. Now, electronegativity, it works on sort of like a GPA scale. We go from 0.0 to 4.0, all right? The important elements that we're going to look at are here, okay? Fluorine has an electronegativity value of 4.0, oxygen 3.5, nitrogen and chlorine have the same values at 3.0, bromine at 2.8, hydrogen at 2.1, and carbon at 2.5. Although this is only 7 elements off the periodic table, these are the ones that we're going to be looking at most. As we get into the types of covalent bonds that go on, in particular polar bonds, fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen, and chlorine really do the dictating if a bond is polar. But you're going to see that in the next video.